I have been tracking Australian supermarket supplier changes for over 2 years now. What I am seeing at COLES right now is unprecedented. 10 products that millions of Australians buy every single week are quietly being phased out or dramatically changed in 2026. Most shoppers have absolutely no idea this is coming. While everyone is focused on the cost of living crisis, COLES is making silent decisions behind the scenes that will impact your weekly shop in ways you cannot even imagine yet. Number 3 on this list affects almost every Australian household. And when I tell you about number 1, you are going to understand why the entire grocery landscape is shifting beneath our feet. Here is what is actually happening. COLES has announced it is slashing its product range by at least 10%. That translates to around 2,500 products disappearing from shelves. The company says this will make shopping easier for customers. But the real driver is competition from Aldi. Between 2013 and 2023, COLES' market share dropped from 31% down to 25%. Meanwhile, Aldi now controls roughly 10% of the Australian grocery market, with a much smaller range that keeps costs down. COLES is copying that playbook. On top of range cuts, home brands now account for 33.5% of all COLES sales. They added 1,100 new home brand products just in the past year. This means name brands you have bought for decades are getting squeezed out, and shrinkflation continues hitting Australian shelves hard. Products are getting smaller, while prices stay the same or even increase. The government is now considering new rules that would force manufacturers to disclose when they shrink products. If this kind of insider shopping intel helps you save money, hit subscribe. I will keep you updated as more changes roll out. Let us get into the list. Number 10. Jif Power and Shine Bathroom Cleaner. This one shows that shrinkflation is not limited to the food aisles. It is happening in your cleaning cupboard too. If you are a long-time user of Jif's Power and Shine Bathroom Cleaner, you will find yourself getting fewer sprays from the bottle than you used to. In May 2022, you got 700 milliliters for $2.50. Now, you get 500 milliliters for $4, meaning the cost of each 100 milliliters has increased by over 122%. That is not a typo. You are paying more than double what you were paying just a few years ago for the same cleaning power. This is textbook shrinkflation combined with a massive price hike. Unilever, the company behind Jif Power and Shine Bathroom Cleaner, did not wish to comment when asked about the changes. The original, larger 700 milliliter size has disappeared from shelves entirely. Cleaning products last for years when stored properly in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. If you see any bulk cleaning products still at older sizes, stock up immediately. Consider switching to concentrated cleaning products that offer better value per use. This pattern is hitting bathroom cleaners, kitchen sprays, and laundry products across the store. Number 9. McVitie's Digestive Biscuits. Here is another perfect example of the invisible price increase hitting your pantry staples. Fans of McVitie's Go Ahead range of forest fruit, flavored biscuits have been getting less munch for their money recently, with the packets going from 218 grams and retailing for $4.40 in June 2022 to 174 grams for the same price now. The brand's iconic digestive biscuits are also seeing some scrimpage, going from 400 grams to 355 grams. The retail price, meanwhile, has remained stuck at $4.40. That is almost a 45-gram reduction on the digestives and a 44-gram reduction on the Go Ahead biscuits. The digestive biscuits shrinkage means you are paying around 12.5% more per 100 grams than before. United Biscuits, which makes McVitie's, did not respond to queries about the changes. Biscuits and snacks have a long shelf life when kept sealed in a cool, dry pantry. If you find the old larger sizes on clearance or back shelves anywhere, stock up while you can. Always check the unit pricing before you buy. That little number showing price per 100 grams tells the real story. Number 8. COLES Fairtrade Organic Drinking Chocolate. This one hits different because it shows what happens to specialty products during range rationalization. The COLES Fairtrade Organic Drinking Chocolate appears to have been quietly discontinued. It is still listed on the COLES website, but comes up as unavailable. It has vanished from store shelves entirely. This is the pattern with ethical and specialty products. When COLES looks at cutting 10% of its range, niche items with smaller customer bases get axed first. If there is no direct home brand competitor, the product simply disappears. This affects shoppers who specifically seek out fair trade or organic options. If you rely on specialty products at COLES, start checking availability regularly. Consider backup options at IGA or independent grocers. You might even want to contact COLES directly to confirm if your favorite specialty item is being discontinued. Do not wait until it vanishes completely to start looking for alternatives. Number 7. Multiple table salt varieties. This one flew under the radar, but it matters for every kitchen in Australia. COLES executives explain their strategy directly to investors using table salt as the example. Anna Croft, the Operations and Sustainability Officer at COLES, pointed out that they stock 13 different basic table salts. She said they simply do not need that many options. They plan to cut down to just 5 varieties. Think about what that means. 8 different salt products disappearing from one category alone. Multiply that across every aisle in the store. The good news is salt lasts indefinitely when stored properly in a dry location. The bad news is bulk 1 kilogram bags are being replaced by smaller 500 gram options at higher per gram costs. If you see large bags of your preferred salt brand, grab a few extras, keep them sealed in a dry spot, and they will literally last forever. This is one of the easiest items to stockpile with zero risk of waste. Watch for the same pattern hitting sugar, flour, and rice in coming months. Number 6. Multiple shampoo and conditioner sizes. COLES identified hair care as a category with excessive variety that needs cutting. Anna Croft specifically noted that one leading brand alone had 6 different sized packages on COLES shelves. These ranged from 80 milliliter travel sizes up to bottles over 1 liter. The smallest travel sizes and the largest bulk sizes are most at risk of being cut. Mid-range 300 to 500 milliliter bottles are becoming the new standard. When you lose access to bulk sizes, your per milliliter cost goes up significantly. A 1 liter bottle typically costs 30 to 40% less per milliliter than a 300 milliliter bottle. While shampoo and conditioner do not expire quickly when sealed and stored away from direct heat. If you have a preferred brand in a large size, consider buying several bottles now. Store them in a bathroom cupboard, and your future self will thank you when that size is no longer available. Travel sizes being cut also affects anyone who flies regularly or goes to the gym. Number 5. Caged eggs from all brands. This one affects every Australian household that buys eggs on a budget. COLES originally committed to phasing out all caged eggs by the end of 2025, but they have now pushed that target back to 2030. The company blamed supply issues from outbreaks of avian influenza for the delay. However, the direction is clear. Caged eggs are being phased out permanently. This matters because caged eggs are the budget option. They cost significantly less than free-range or barn-laid alternatives. In late 2024, egg prices jumped by around 11%. By early 2025, they climbed even higher. If you were paying $4.50 for a dozen caged eggs a few years ago, you are probably paying close to $6 or even $6.50 now. Free-range eggs cost nearly double that in many stores. You cannot stockpile eggs like other products on this list, but you can plan your budget accordingly. Consider local farmers markets for better value. Watch for barn-laid eggs as a middle ground option between caged and free-range pricing. Number 4. Bulk pack toilet paper. We all remember 2020 when toilet paper became impossible to find. Well, the bulk packs that smart shoppers rely on are being phased out at COLES. If you search for bulk packs in the toilet paper category on the COLES website right now, you will find almost nothing available. Larger 24 and 30 roll packs take up significant shelf space. Retailers would rather stock multiple smaller products in that same space to increase variety and sales. The shift is toward 18 to 20 roll packs maximum for most brands. When you do the math, buying smaller packs costs 15 to 20% more per roll compared to bulk options. Toilet paper does not expire. It does not go bad. As long as you keep it dry, it will be perfect years from now. If you have garage or cupboard space, buying several large packs now protects you from both price increases and any future supply disruptions. We learned this lesson the hard way during the pandemic. Do not get caught short again. Check Costco or Aldi for bulk alternatives if COLES no longer stocks them. Number 3. Branded products competing with COLES. Simply range. This is where the real squeeze begins. COLES launched a budget-focused range called COLES, simply that now covers more than 100 basic household staples. The range spans fresh to frozen and food to non-food categories. Home brand sales rose 4.5% in the first quarter of 2025 alone. The Simply range expanded by 50 additional products just recently to broaden affordability options. Here is what this means for your shopping. If COLES has a Simply branded version of something you buy, the competing budget brand is at risk of being delisted. Entry-level branded products face the most pressure. COLES has stated their home brand range offers prices up to 40% cheaper than similar name brands. From a business perspective, this makes complete sense. From a shopper perspective, it means your favorite budget brand might simply disappear. The categories most affected include cleaning products, pantry staples, and personal care items. If you have strong loyalty to specific budget brands that compete directly with Simply products, consider stocking up while they remain on shelves. Try the Simply alternatives too, because some actually perform well in independent testing. Number 2. Branded products competing with COLES. Finest range. You might think the budget end is the only area under pressure, but premium brands are getting squeezed just as hard from the other direction. The COLES Finest premium line saw a 13.7% sales surge in recent reporting. COLES expanded the Finest range to 241 products. Exclusive brand sales revenue grew 8.8% to $3.1 billion. COLES is specifically targeting consumers who are swapping dining out for eating in. They want to capture that spend with grocery products that replicate a restaurant experience. A COLES executive explained that customers are going to both ends of the spectrum looking for value. Premium branded products now face the same competitive pressure as budget brands. If COLES Finest has a version of your favorite gourmet item, the name brand competitor is vulnerable. Specialty and artisan products are particularly at risk. If you have premium brand loyalties, might start watching availability closely. Try COLES Finest alternatives because independent testing shows some actually beat the name brands they compete against. Consider specialty retailers like delis or gourmet grocers for your favorite premium items before they disappear from COLES entirely. Number 1. All branded products competing with COLES. Home brand. This is the biggest shift happening in Australian grocery right now. It is not one product being discontinued. It is a fundamental restructuring of what Australian supermarkets will look like for the next decade. Home brands now account for 33.5% of all COLES sales. They have around 6,000 home brand products on shelves. About 1,100 were added just in the past year. While COLES manages over 25,000 items in stores, Aldi limits its offering to about 1,800 products and dominates on price. COLES is moving in that direction. In its report to the consumer watchdog, Coles highlighted its investment in expanding its own brand range to provide more affordable prices. They claim savings of up to 40% compared to similar name brands. Here is the critical insight. Coles is unlikely to cut traditional brands from companies with significant market power like Coca-Cola or Nestle. Smaller suppliers are the ones who will bear the load. They struggle to renew contracts and face increased competition from home brands with better shelf placement. If you have strong brand loyalty to products that compete directly with home brands, stock up while they are still available. This trend could end up seeing your favorite product edged out permanently. The categories most affected are cleaning products, pantry staples, personal care items, and basic groceries. This is not a temporary adjustment. This is the new reality of Australian supermarket shopping. There you have it. 10 products and categories being quietly changed or phased out at Coles in 2026. The pattern is unmistakable. Bulk sizes are being eliminated to push you towards smaller packs at higher per unit costs. Shrinkflation continues hitting everyday items while prices stay the same or increase. Specialty products are disappearing as range rationalization targets niche items first, and home brands are replacing name brands across the entire store at both the budget and premium ends. Most Australians will not notice until prices have already jumped or their favorite products have vanished from shelves completely. But you know now. You have the information to act before everyone else catches on. Go to Coles in the next few weeks and stock up on the items that matter to your household. Check unit pricing on everything. Buy bulk sizes while they still exist. The money you save will add up fast over the coming year. The peace of mind knowing you are prepared is even more valuable. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. Stay smart, Australia.